Alright kids, well you've just clicked on part 2 of my Keys adventure. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, click up here for the link, otherwise hang on, because it's gonna be a good one. In the first one, I left the house on a Thursday afternoon and rode down to Cape Coral, Florida, even though my intent was for Naples. Thank you, Garmin, for wasting my afternoon. But now we're picking up right where we left off by hopping on the Tamiami Trail and heading cross-state to Homestead, and the plan is to take US1 all the way down to Key West. The Tamiami Trail is pretty much 80 miles of nothing, just a 2-lane road, almost no chance to pass, but there are 2 things that you have to check out. What's a trip across the Tamiami Trail without stopping at the Skunk Ape headquarters? Man, I didn't even know this was here. Last time I drove by here, we just blew past it. I didn't even see it. There was also like this tiny little post office, which is literally the size of a porta potty. And that was about 2 miles back or so, but I didn't want to stop. But I had to pull over to change the music on my phone. So I pulled off here, and of course there's a giant skunk ape out here. At least he's happy, right? I mean, the guy looks like he's seeing his old best friend. Hey man, how's it going? Damn, look at that snake. I think it only makes sense that I get a Skunk Ape sticker. I can't put it there. I like it. Put this other shirt on because that sun is getting pretty bright. I don't want to burn today like I did yesterday. My favorite part of the Tamiami Trail. You're on this elevated pathway. I guess it's a bridge, for lack of a better term. I guess it allows all water to flow directly underneath instead of through culverts, but man, it is just gorgeous. You can really see how big this area is. Of course, I just drove through 60 miles of this. But now that you're up high, you can really see how much territory is out here. This goes all the way up to Lake Okeechobee, which I would guess is about another 80 miles north of here. Of course, there's Alligator Alley, which is I-75 that goes across as well, but it is nothing but Florida Everglades. What's up, brother? Along these flood control canals, there's airboat rides all along the way, run by the Miccosuki tribe, which is the native Indian tribe from this area. I can't imagine 300-400 years ago how people lived out here because everything is wet. It's all water. There's no land. So obviously there had to be some land somewhere. They probably got around by canoes, but that is just water. There's 15-20 foot snakes out here. It wasn't really a problem until I think it was 1992. Hurricane Andrew came through South Florida and essentially emptied the Miami Metro Zoo of all of its wildlife, blew down all the cages, all the structures, everything, and all the animals got loose. It took a month to round up as much as they can, but it's hard to find snakes, as you probably know. They have been taking over the Everglades. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that. And then, of course, my stupid Garmin decides to take me on a detour. Okay, I just need to get out of this traffic. Oh my God, it's killing me. Hey. Well, after that little gasp and pee break, looked at my phone and realized that my trusty Garmin Took me through some stupid downtown detour, which duh, obviously we saw that. But it cost me about 20 minutes. Not happy. I could have just been burning up miles on the highway, so to speak. Back to it. Alright, finally on US 1, headed south. 122 miles to Key West from Homestead. The GPS says it's going to take me 2.5 hours to get there. I don't doubt it. A lot of the speed limits are low. You got these single lane roads. You're going to get stuck behind a boat. Well, I'm sorry, you're going to get stuck behind about 20 boats. You're going to hit a lot of 35 and 40 mile an hour speed limits. I'm just going to sit back and take it easy and not get stressed out. I know I'm on the final leg. And I'm going to see my cousins, Brenda and Nancy. So happy to see them. They're so much fun. It's probably going to take me more than 2.5 hours because I'm going to stop for lunch, get some seafood along the waterway, maybe a fish taco or something. I don't know. And after finally making it into the Upper Keys, the worst of my fears was realized.
I had to take my helmet off, let me tell you. And we're not going anywhere.
And after sitting in traffic for over an hour and barely moving, I had to do something, so I started passing on the right.
Highly illegal. Don't do this at home. Man, we are stuck in the shit, that's for sure. We were passing on the right there for a while. These boys caught up to me. But it is hotter than hell. And we are basically not moving. Moving about 100 feet every 5 minutes. And that's it.
So I can't stress this enough. If you go down to the Keys on a Friday and come back on a Sunday, you better budget a few extra hours of duck walking on hot pavement, and you better bring some water with you. The only saving grace is the abundance of tiki bars, restaurants, and tourist traps along the way, but there's none better than Robbie's at mile marker 77.5, voted the #1 destination in the Keys. Now, my new friends and I had the same idea as soon as this little oasis appeared over the bridge, so come on and check it out. Yeah, sorry this table sucks so bad.
Oh yeah, it's just unfortunate, ain't it? I'll sit down, I don't mind. Yeah, I need to sit down without shifting gears and throttling out, man.
Right.
Cheers.
All right.
Yep. You always got to get good friends.
I bumped into these guys, Shane and Gavin, on the road. We were stuck in traffic. You saw them a little bit earlier, but we both had the same thing on our minds, man. We came over this bridge right here. We're like, food, drink, get out of the traffic.
Exactly.
And it looks like it might be raining up there. That's kind of what I was thinking. Did
Wow,
you see
that's
that?
pretty cool.
You didn't see that?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But hey,
right.
if it is, we'll cool down.
Yeah, and these guys parked. We kind of parked and we just
Great
like,
guy.
hey,
Awesome guy.
They're full of shit.
You know,
They don't know me yet.
take it 50%. Good guy though, man. I'm glad we met him. Had a lot of fun just hanging around on the dock, watching the people feed the fish and mess with the pelicans. It was a great time there. Highly recommend you guys put it on your list if you're heading down to the Keys. Gavin had trailered his bike down to Jacksonville where Shane lives, and they rode down to Miami on Thursday and then caught up with me here on Friday. We had a couple beverages, some great food and conversation before we got back on the road to hightail it down to Key West.
These guys made the rest of the trip so much fun because we were passing the GoPro around, shooting video, and I'm happy that they can have a little piece of their trip preserved here on YouTube. Really hope to meet up with you guys again sometime. You know where to find me. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button, and if you'd like to see more great content like this, hit that subscribe button and click the little bell so you'll be notified when more videos get posted. In the end, it took me every bit of 8 hours to get from Cape Coral to Key West, and sadly, just like this video and this fantastic ride with Gavin and Shane, all good things must come to an end. Kind of like my hat.
Lost my hat.
Hey, the third installment of this series will be posted in just a few days, so hang tight. More great stuff is on its way. Thanks for watching. Hey friends, what's going on? If you are a content creator like me and you want to have the best music and sound effects right at your fingertips, be like me and subscribe to Soundstripe. It is my only source for high quality music, just like you've heard in this video and all my other videos. Click on the link in the description below and use the code word 2Indians for a 10% discount and help support this channel. Thank you so much.